Today on the Underground, we're going to talk more about the trans shooting in Nashville and some of the more extreme comments that are being made.
Sir, note from the Underground. Brutality on the street. Gentility is
Hello, welcome to the Underground. This is the podcast where we talk about the world and how crazy and weird and messed up it is. I'm your host, Duncan Michael McPherson. Today I want to talk about some tweets that are being made that are outrageous. So the first one is from this is a retweet from Andy No, who is let me go over to his Twitter page. He's a gay man. He's a Asian, and he's a very good journalist. I found out about Andy No because he was speaking out against Antifa, and he was hit with a milkshake, I think, which was actually filled with cement or something, and got knocked unconscious and was attacked by the woke mob. So the Trans Resistance Network has released a statement mourning the death of the Nashville Christian school mass shooter. The statement says there were two tragedies: the murder of the children and school staff, and also that of Aubrey Aiden Hale, who it warns should not be misgendered. Ahead of the mass shooting, trans activists had urged vengeance against Tennessee and conservatives for banning the medical transitioning of children. So first of all, banning the medical transitioning of children is common sense. Children do not have the ability to choose their gender. They barely have the ability to choose what they want for breakfast in the morning, right? Anybody who has spent any time with kids knows that this is a terrible idea. Second of all, they're mourning the death of a school shooter who shot 3 children. How insane do these people have to be mourning the death of a school shooter and to care about whether they're misgendered or not? This person shot 3 children and we're worried about whether we're misgendering them? What are we talking about, people? This is not just like a one-off either. Andy No has a bunch of other tweets, which I can show those. This isn't even a tweet. This is a t-shirt. The t-shirt has a bunch of guns in the colored in the trans flag, and it says trans rights or else, suggesting obviously that if you don't give trans people rights, we're going to shoot you, right? Which is exactly what happened in Nashville and has happened in other places, like I said in my other podcast. Let's look at some of these other tweets. There was one of these is this Trans Day of Vengeance, which they're holding this Saturday, just a few days after the Nashville shooter incident. They're holding a day called Trans Day of Vengeance. And one of the groups behind the upcoming Trans Day of Vengeance had been raising money for firearms and weapons training. Here's another one. Leftist trans porn model Tiffany Starr appears to call for more terrorist attacks. She uses the hashtag trans terrorism along with an image of a game character showing off an arsenal of deadly weapons. So not only are they defending a school shooter who shot 3 children, but they're literally calling for more violence. The people who are like at all like humoring this nonsense that's being said are insane, and they really need mental help because they're mentally ill too. And to be like, it's okay to be upset about it's okay to be so upset about this bill that bans child transitioning, which is a good idea. You shouldn't have children transitioning. You shouldn't have them taking puberty blockers or hormones or anything. Children do not have the capability to choose something this massive and life-changing, and the suicide rates after transitioning should show that. But these people don't care, and they're insane. We have to speak up. We have to say what we think about this, because I know that there's more people who are logical and reasonable who disagree with this, but they're scared to say things, and it's gone too far, and you have to speak up. It's wild to me because, like, it's not like they shot up the government building about this bill. They shot up a school and killed teachers and children, and they're being defended. And listening to the way people talk about this it's the beginning of the end for the left woke mob, because hopefully you and other reasonable people will speak up about this, and we will end this nonsense. Don't be afraid to speak your mind. Don't be afraid to disagree with whatever these crazy woke people say. Okay? Don't be afraid of it. Thanks, guys. God bless.
All we do is we take it in, desperate sin.